How much time is spent hammering out the script for an abridged episode? All of my time, actually. I think I spend more time writing than I do on any of the other stages. Like, people always ask, how long does it take to make an abridged series episode? And it's usually dependent on how long it took me to write it. Because sometimes the ideas just aren't there. And sometimes, and I don't know about you guys, but when I want to write something, I have to sit down and spend like 4 or 5 hours before I feel like I've actually accomplished something worth using. So when I'm writing a Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged episode, obviously my real life factors into it. And also I'm always second guessing what I write. I have no confidence in my ability to write comedy because I don't really like comedy at the end of the day. I enjoy the reaction it gets, but I feel like comedy is one of the most forced methods of writing because everything is building up to the same reaction. It's always a laugh. Like, you can't really go any other direction with it. I mean, you can if you're a better writer than I am, but I was going somewhere. Oh, how long does it take to write? Sometimes it varies between like a month to 2-3 months, but if I did nothing but sit and write and edit, it would probably take like a week to do 1 episode. But that's without like sleeping or eating or drinking or anything like that. And I have done that sometimes, and I wasn't happy. So that's why it doesn't take a week to make an abridged episode. Well,
the other thing too now compared to like when you were doing the first 40 episodes is that now he has like me and like Mariana and some of the TFS guys and people like that to like bounce like I'm a little, or like the Watch Out guys, like actually the latest episode where Tristan is like, Joey, I blah 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 whatever at the end, like
your son was right. I can't do it.
Yes. He was in a call with
his voice doesn't give him super strength anymore.
To the depressed panel. But we were in a call, me and him and the Watch Out guys were talking to him, and he was asking for like suggestions on different stupid things for Tristan to say during that joke, and we just like pitched some ideas, and like most of them were in there. I think did I come up with in the few moments the sun will rise, or was that your?
That was me.
Okay, I forgot which one.
So it was like,
I came up with one. I don't remember which one it was. Whatever. Yes, you there with the black hair. Okay, where's the hat?
That's very specific. You with the black hair. Sorry, go on.
What is your favorite Lady Gaga parody song? Are you going to make any more episodes of Parody
Very good questions. What is my favorite Lady Gaga parody? Obviously, Brooklyn Rage was something I came up with in the space of 2 hours, because I was just listening to, what is it? It's Poker Face, thank you. How do you know that? I was listening to that, and I just was like, I did Poker Face, it's Joey Wheeler. Oh, I sounded like Joey Wheeler at the time, though. And I basically was like, that kind of rhymes, and it kind of fits. Maybe I should just do this as a song parody. And then I wrote that in the course of an hour, and then I edited it overnight, and it was one of the easiest videos I've ever made, and it exploded in like a day. So I was like, wow, that was fun, and I got a kick out of it. And then I was like, I have to do another one, but I don't want to just do it for the sake of doing it. So I was listening to Bad Romance, which at the time was like her other big hit. And I thought, what does Bad Romance rhyme with? And I went really, really far with it. Like, I kept coming up with different things, and ultimately I settled on leather pants, because there was a line in the show where Marek says he wants the power to look good in leather. And so I thought, what if their song was all about them trying to take the Pharaoh's leather pants? And I pitched it to Curb, because he animated the video. And I said, what if we did like a whole video where it was just Marek and Bakura trying to yank off the Pharaoh's pants? And I was like, the fangirls will love it. And he was like, how about we just do it like an actual music video where they're dancing and having fun? And I was like, okay.
And then we did it. I really like the latest one though, for the charity.
I was actually going to say, Pharaoh's Throne.
I think that's my overall favorite.
Yeah, overall, I think as far as the lyrics go, and like the dynamic of having Bakura and Yana sing, and just it sticks to like a plot almost, and it's cool to see like the ancient Egyptian version of those characters as well. I think
you won't be getting to those in about 20 years.
Right. I'll sound like this for real when I get there. But yeah, Shady Box did a great job mixing it, and I think honestly that's probably my favorite of all of them. What was the other question?
About the American Evil Council.
Marek's Evil Council. They will have another video. I intended to do one much sooner, but like I said, I'm focusing more on season 3 right now. I'm trying to sort of avoid doing the spin-off stuff. There will be another episode of the Evil Council, at least one more, where Marek and Bakura, who obviously just split up, they will get back together again. Oh, what? People are disappointed? Really? Or are you just awing because it's cute?
It's cute.
I'm secretly plotting to shoehorn Noah into Merrick's evil.
Noah's evil counsel is him and his shorts.
And they're wonderful.
Somehow I can still be Noah.
There will be another Merrick's evil counsel. Yeah. Oh yes, the Slifer Red Duelist right there.
Are there any more plans for Merrick or and/or Bakura to play more video games together?
Definitely more Let's Play plans in the works. People always shout out different ideas to me at the conventions, and I always love every single one, and then I always go home and think, oh, I actually have to do it now. But I just did Merrick Plays Minecraft for a convention promo. I don't know if you guys saw that. That was a lot of fun.
Minecraft.
But the one that people
Mass
always
Effect.
ask for is like,
Mass Effect.
what did I say?
Minecraft.
I said Minecraft?
Yeah.
It's because I'm addicted to Minecraft.
Probably the rest of this panel is too, right?
The one people always suggest is Bakura Plays Amnesia or Silent Hill. And I always thought, yeah, that's a great idea, but he'd enjoy those too much. You know, he'd get a kick out of all the horrible things that are happening. Shaq Fu. Oh, thank you so much.
You know what? Actually, speaking of Shaq Fu, I just discovered, because you guys watch Continue? Okay, so a couple people. It's a cool video review show. You should check it out. They did a review of one of the, I think the Yu-Gi-Oh game for like PS1 or something, and Martin commented about it because I showed it to him, and then they found out that they were fans of each other's stuff, and I had no idea. I was like, oh, cool. But because when you said Shaq Fu, it was reminding me of the Continue show.
Who would play Shaq Fu?
The Continue guys?
Well, yeah, but what Yu-Gi-Oh character would play Shaq Fu?
Oh,
Who would Tristan? I know Shaq Fu.
What Yu-Gi-Oh character would be like hardcore into like fighting games?
Yugi. Tristan.
Joey.
I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh.
Joey would.
That's
I'd like up and like, Mokuba, Big Brother.
I feel like Yu-Gi
That's
would.
Mokuba's future now. He's just like a mosh pit hanging out guy.
I still think Mokuba should have been in GX, older and high. What? No, you agree with me. Don't even go, whoa, that's weird, Kirk. You agree with me on that.
You did. My voice is dying. I'm sorry.
No, you're not sorry. Shut up. We were talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, and we were like, why the hell isn't Mokuba in the show older and awesome? That would be so cool.
I would like to see him in the show, yeah.
No,
He'd be doing the kidnapping.
and how about the long, like, Ryan's hair? He'd be hot. It'd be awesome.
What?
You agree with me? You did. I know you did.
Maybe.
No, you did. Don't even maybe that.
But other Let's Play videos I'd like to do, if my voice returns. Marek should play Viva Pinata. Why does it sound like the Pharaoh? If I kill the Pharaoh, will he shoot candy everywhere?
Yeah, that game is like mostly Yu-Gi-Oh characters.
That's right. I always wanted to do Kaiba Plays Minecraft, and I probably told this story already, but if I would want to do Kaiba playing Minecraft just because every time he went digging for minerals, he'd be like, oh my god, a giant rock. Oh my god, a giant rock. And I just realized that Kaiba is like the only voice I can do right now. Yugi.
What?
Yugi.
What?
Yugi.
What do you want?
I'm better than you.
Yu-Gi-Oh! No, you're not. Espeon. I choose you. You, Psywave. I'm gonna get sued. What's up? What's your question?
Was Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged your first choice? Like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Was the first
Was
choice?
Yu-Gi-Oh! My first choice to parody?
And, like, for some reason, I can also see you doing Beyblade. For some
Beyblade.
Yeah, like,
actually-
battles that revolve around spinning tops.
Right. I can't really do the thing that we did, just because it would require yelling, but we were hanging out at your place in New York, we were watching Beyblade, and like, it was so ridiculous, I've never seen it before.
This is Martin.
It's worse than Yu-Gi-Oh!
Martin and Mariana were visiting me in New
There's
York.
a Yugi cosplayer just walked by, I was like, oh my god!
Yeah, they were visiting us to see the Bonds Beyond Time movie, which was screening in New York at that time. And we got up really. Because a friend of mine was on a Pokemon episode that was airing that morning, Lucian.
Right.
And so we got up early to watch it. And before it, on Cartoon Network was Beyblade, and I'd never seen like the current incarnation of Beyblade before. And oh my god, so many friends! Here you go! I'm gonna throw this many competitions!
Actual Beyblade dialogue.
It's ridiculous. And I have a friend of mine who voices on that show, and he and I always jokingly like fighting with each other about like oh, Pokemon's better, oh, Beyblade's better, and I'm like, dude, really?
Well, what was my first choice before Yu-Gi-Oh?
It was wasn't it? You were looking for Pokemon episodes and you found Yu-Gi-Oh on accident. Right?
I was looking for Pokemon episodes to watch on TV.
Right.
So you always joke that in some alternate universe I did a Pokemon abridged instead.
Yeah, and he's like little
Pikachu.
Little Pikachu instead in some alternate universe.
Right.
And Mike is doing Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged.
Right.
All the artworks laughed at that.
But, I think before that, I mean, I never really thought about doing a parody of anything before Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, but the closest I ever came was I used to like have my old video camera like when I was 12, and I would set it up in front of the TV and like mute the TV, and just whatever was showing we would just dub over, like me and my friends at school. And MST3K style, sort of, except we were playing the characters, and usually it was like a really like, it was either an old sci-fi show, or it was like a new shot sci-fi show. Like the main one we did was Babylon 5, and I voiced like all the female characters. But I really enjoyed doing that, and that's kind of one of the things that inspired me to keep doing that sort of thing and dub over clips with just myself, which ultimately led to Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. So that was the closest I ever came, was I guess Babylon 5 Abridged. I don't know.
Also, I've never seen these, but you said that there were some like old like fan dub clips that you did of like just like straight stuff for Yu-Gi-Oh!
Possibly, I don't remember.
Because I remember, I think you had like some joke about that in your Eminem parody, and I was like, wait, you did something like that?
I don't remember.
Okay, maybe I'm making it up.
I genuinely don't remember.
Your turn to pick something.
Gentlemen, right here.
Dragon Ball Z Abridged, what was your favorite Frieza moment?
What was my favorite Frieza moment?
Died.
Dragon Ball Z Abridged? No! Nobody died.
The Shadow Realm.
I was very proud of the first episode he was in. Because, well, not the Bardock special, but the actual episode where No Country for Old Namex. I was very, very thrilled with just hearing the voice for the first time. Well, not for the first time, but seeing the character join the series for the first time and interact with these characters and have people say, wow, you know, because it was not anything like what people expected. People were expecting like a take on the Linda Young voice from like what dub was it?
The first dub that Funimation did.
Yeah. People were expecting something very, very similar to that, and they went a very different direction with it. And the fact that they asked me to do it was a huge honor, and it was something that they really didn't have to do because they have some very talented guys on their cast. So just getting to see people's reactions and see myself being malicious, and everybody was like, "Oh, Frieza's kind of like the Joker in this," and I was like, "Oh, hell yeah! I'd love to play the Joker in something." But yeah, probably that one.
What's kind of cool too about that is that around the same time Dragon Ball Kai was coming out, and they decided to go with a male actor to play Frieza in the dub for the first time. So it was kind of, hey, don't you thumbs down! Chris Harris is amazing. I saw that, but yeah, I thought that was really cool. I think it was necessary for many years to make that change, and I thought that it was cool that like Scott made that decision for the abridged version because he liked Japanese Frieza a lot, and then Funimation had the same thought around the same time. So it's like,
that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Did I pick that last one? I did. You pick the next one.
Joker. Speaking of which.
Okay, so if you had to choose one villain that you voice to be your favorite, which
Don't do that.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, carry on.
I had a peanut butter sandwich before.